Hey guys, how y'all doing tonight? Let me get a few things set here and we'll start doing some talking on HeroClix.
Yeah, you're all good.
All right, we'll talk at you later.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Let me get set up right here. Need to get my screen set up so I can answer any questions. There we go. All right. So, I guess the biggest news today, outside of, the Rock Cup is 1 week away. In fact, it's almost exactly 1 week away. We should be playing in 1 week. First tournament starts at 6 o'clock, and that's the welcome tournament on Thursday night. Um, I hope you guys um, got to see the preview that I did of the switch clicks that I did for my wife. Um, got a pretty good little story that I told about it. Again, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but if you can actually scroll up here and get a link, but you can also get the link on Facebook if you haven't seen it yet. And basically, what I did is I created a I created a switch clicks that I could use to play if I chose to. Um, my wife was my Wonder Woman, so I probably, if I ever do use that, I'll probably pick a Wonder Woman switch clicks and throw her on the dial. But I don't know if honestly, I don't even know if I'll ever play with it or not. I think just the fact that it got made, and I feel like she's part of the game is enough for me. Um, so anyway, I hope you guys got to see that. Now, for some reason, I'm not seeing the I've got I'm not seeing anything from Facebook. I'm not seeing anything. I'm supposed to be able to see and answer questions from there too, but instead, all I'm seeing is the actual video. So I don't know what's going on with that. Um, so if you got questions on Facebook, if you're seeing this, I'm not going to be able to answer you tonight. I'll have to. I'll go back and I'll look uh, at Facebook after I get through tonight. If you have any questions about HeroClix or Rock or anything else that we're doing, and I'll follow up and I'll type in the answers. So sorry about that. So if you did see, if you have seen the switch clicks that I made, we're doing something with it right now. In fact, it's being done right now. And what we're doing is WizKids gives us a file, and from that file we can print, and we can print the same size. We can produce more if we choose to, or we can make something a little bit different size. So what we chose to do for the welcome event is we're taking that same HeroClix, the switch clicks of Tracy, and we're making it bigger, and then we're going to mount it on a little bitty pedestal or whatever, and we're making trophies out of it. So it seemed to me to make sense that on Thursday night it's the welcome event, which is now the Tracy Memorial Tournament, that we would create a trophy out of Tracy's clicks. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to put it on wood, um, and then we will paint it gold and mount it, and we're going to give away the first place, second place, and third place teams um, the trophies. So I don't know if I've shared that or not with everybody. I know I didn't mention it in the stream or in my premiere earlier today, but that's the plan. Um, so that's one thing that I like that I wanted to share with you tonight. The other thing is that we're doing quite a bit of updates. I have I got stuff in queue on the Rock, so tomorrow be watching Facebook and specifically be on our Facebook, on the Rock Facebook page, and you'll see announcements or little posts I'm making. I think I got scheduled at 10, 12, 2, something along that way. The first one is going to be the maps. So Scott Crampton got to make a map, and I know he's already previewed it, but I will be posting that again for people that haven't seen it. And I also will be introducing the team's map and the ones that and what they designed. Both maps that go up in the morning, and you guys can look at it. They're both. I don't know if you guys looked at Scott's. If you looked at Scott's map design yet, but that's a really, really, really good map. In fact, it's a map that I would play. I mean, it's well suited for a lot of different teams. I like maps that where you can take advantage of the team that you got or prevent something for the other team doing. And that map certainly does that with the different elevations and with not being able to shoot down from a higher elevation all the way to the ground. There's a lot of advantages. It's a very interesting map. It's going to be a lot of strategy used with that map. Great, absolutely great for the Spider-Man figures that got leap climb. They can leap to the other elevations and attack. And I know like Arachnite has got that ability where you can go from different elevation to a different elevation for free. That map is going to be great, absolutely great for those teams. Also tomorrow, there'll be two separate announcements or posts, and we'll be announcing who is going in the Hall of Fame, the HeroClix Hall of Fame this year. So be looking for that. I don't want to spoil it, but 2 people will be going in tomorrow, or we'll be announcing the 2 people that go in tomorrow. They receive rings and they receive a plaque, and also we put a plaque up in the store. We have a little area that we dedicate to the HeroClix Hall of Fame in the store. All of that we showcase, and if they show up like we did last year, not everybody always can make the cut. We don't expect to. I think one of the 2 people are going to be there at the cup, and they'll get their ring then. They'll get their plaque then. We'll do that just prior to the auction starting on Auxit on that Friday night. And if you guys aren't aware of that auction, there are just some unbelievably great things in that auction. I'm actually going to be working on that tonight, finalizing it. It's like 98% done. I've got to add some things. I'll be adding those tonight, and then I'll be sending that over to Alex. Alex does our webpage, and he'll be adding the webpage. Hopefully it'll be the auction list. The auction list will be up tomorrow, no later than Saturday. I'm hoping for tomorrow, so that you can actually see the items that are going to be there. Then over the weekend, I'll be listing them all with pictures onto Auxit, and the auction will start on Monday. It's a 4-day auction, or is that a 5-day Monday night, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Yeah, it's actually a 4-day auction, and we'll start it, I guess, around 8 o'clock or so on Monday night, and it'll go all 4 days till it ends on Friday. We have somewhere between 150 and 200 items that will be going up for auction. Most all of them very unique, all very cool things. There's stuff that we'll be putting up that's not even out yet. There's stuff that we'll be putting up that's just now coming out. Really, like I said, really, really, really neat things that will be going up on the auction. Also, the Switch Clicks. How to win a Switch Clicks? You can actually bid to be a Switch Clicks if you want to. That'll be coming up again on the auction, and that ends on Friday, starts on Monday. So be looking for that. Also, I've been slowly updating the Rock webpage. I've added I know I added Scott's map onto it where you can see it, and a preview of Racer X with the map. That's up now, and I also updated the Rock build sheet. I got that from PJ Bolin. Anthony Barnstable also chipped in. And I did a little bit of modification myself, but not really. I just really changed the columns a little bit and made a few little things bigger. That thing started, that build sheet has started from a long time ago. I think that the history is that PJ and Anthony just modified it. Prior to that, I think Alex modified it. Prior to that, Kenny Pena did something. Prior to that, I did something. It just went through a lot with the evolution of clicks. It would be interesting to show build sheets starting from the very beginning when I first started playing 20 years ago compared to what they are now. Just each one of them side by side, watching the elements and the things changed. I mean, there were no cards. Maps, when I first began, there were no cards. There were no maps being part of your team. There weren't even that many sets that you had to choose from. There were no sideline figures. None of that. And I mean, it was just pretty much a base map. At the bottom of every build sheet was a little statement talking about how important fellowship was. So everybody that played HeroClix and filled out a build sheet got to read about how important fellowship was to the game. But it was so simple. It didn't even seem simple back then, but looking back now, good God, that a build sheet took you just seconds to build. Then we started adding in not cards for characters, but the next thing that came out the first thing that came out that made it a little bit complicated was we started adding battlefield condition cards, and we had you could play so many of those. You were allowed to play one per round, and you're allowed to not play one on one of the rounds. Then we added in feat cards. So when they first came out, it was crazy. Feat cards did not have feat cards. Feat cards are kind of like the cards that we have now, where you got all the special powers and stuff. That's kind of what feat cards were. And so when they started making cards and adding special powers, it's like they put the feat cards on the on the character and gave that to the characters where they could do other things. So what you could do back then in the very beginning, and WizKids had to change this, but in the very beginning, you had an unlimited amount of characters. You could play a 25-point character, and you could spend, if possible, if you could make it work and the prerequisites were there, you could spend 275 points of feat cards on top of that character. And I didn't see quite that many, but I do remember people back then playing Zoom, and they were playing nanobots, and they were playing the thing that put out the extra objects, so the nanobots so you could get the extra objects and heal, because every time Professor Zoom moved next to an object, he would heal one if he needed to, and remove the object from the game. And he had this thing on it where he was protected outwit. He had, I mean, it was just a crazy amount of stuff. And I remember a guy playing a Zoom at WizKids Worlds in Chicago, and he was just loaded up. He just had, and his plan didn't work out too well, but anyways, after that event, WizKids changed, and I don't remember what the percentage was, but it was like only a certain part of your force could be used for feat cards. And I want to say it was like 20% or something like that. I don't know, but they really limited it down. And so that's what the game was then. So we had to put that on the build sheets. And then, like I said, the game has slowly progressed where we keep adding stuff. We went to 10%. There you go. 10% was what it was. I mean, we slowly changed over time. And we've added resources was the next big thing, and then the feat cards and everything went away, and then the special powers, and then you had multiple resources. Then I credit Rock with actually having maps on your build, on being part of your build sheet, because when we started Rock, we introduced maps being part of your team, because we thought maps were important, obviously. But also, I used to go to tournaments, and literally, I'd sit there and we'd have 200 people playing, and you'd have there was no limit to how many maps you could use, and you could use any map you wanted. And what would happen is people would we'd be there playing, and some guy would say, "Hey man," and he'd yell across the room. He says, "Do you have this?" And the guy says, "No, but so and so Joe over there, he's got it. Joe, Scott over there needs to borrow the map." And then so he would pile up. Then he would run over there, and this guy's got a stack of 30 maps, and he's going through all the maps trying to find the one that he wants. And then he runs back across the room. That's literally how tournaments were played back in the day. And also, all maps were legal in the very beginning. They didn't have a curtailed list. Over time, things changed. They went to a curtailed list, which limited the type of maps that you have. And then we came along and we made maps part of the team building, and that was adopted by WizKids. And I think it's pretty nice. I think it makes a lot of sense. It makes it causes for a little bit of strategy, because you have the map you want to play on, you have the anti-map if this guy plays that, and then you have probably another map that's maybe somewhere in between, or if such and such occurs, or maybe if you think that this is going to be played. So there's a little bit of map strategy that's involved in the game today that wasn't there when I first started playing, and I think that's been good. And it also is nice that the other guy across from you, he's got to have his maps on him, and he's only got to can only have 3 of them, and nobody's running around all over the place asking to borrow maps and everything when the tournament's starting. So anyway, just a little history of the game there, that how it's involved. So we will be putting up, like I said, the other thing that I'll be doing on the ROT site over the weekend, if not sooner. I've got T-shirts in the other room that I went through last night, getting all the sizes and quantities. You'll be able to buy T-shirts very shortly. You're also going to be able to buy the Scott Porter maps very shortly, and start doing that. Now those maps, the way that's working this year. Now the T-shirts, all I got is what I got, and we'll mail them to you if you buy them and you need them mailed. If you're at the Cup, you can pick them up there, no shipping charges. The maps, same deal. I've got a very limited run of maps that's going to be at the store. So if you're playing at the Cup, you can buy one of those maps there. If you buy it online prior to the Cup and then you come to the Cup, you can pick your order up there. It's first come, first serve. If I have any maps left over for at the end, then what I'll do is I'll start fulfilling orders with them, and I'll send people their maps. It's exactly what happened last year, but it was only I didn't have enough to fulfill everybody because it's just guesswork. The maps are actually pre-order. We'll be taking orders all the way through the month of May. Then June we will cut the map orders off, and I'll turn those orders into how many that we need from Gamer Mats, who makes our maps, and they'll send those to me. And so somewhere probably around, I don't know, mid-June, maybe a little bit before that, we will start mailing maps out and mailing some of the other stuff out. Some of the other stuff that if you're winning stuff online, like the tokens and stuff like that, we'll go ahead and mail those out prior. And I don't think I'm gonna. Last year I held up some of the orders, waiting for the maps to come in, so you got everything at one time. I don't think I'm gonna do that this year. I'll probably go ahead and send you your tokens and stuff, and then send your maps separately, because you won those, and I know you want to get your tokens and your legacy cards and everything out first. And anything else basically anything that I've got that I can ship, I'm going to ship right away. Anything that I can, and that includes the stuff on auction. If I've got it in hand, I'm going to ship it and bundle it all together and send it out there to you. So if you buy a map, buy a T-shirt, they'll all come to you together. Scott and I last year on Sunday night after the tournament ended, we didn't leave. We watched the sunrise on Monday morning. So I got home around 6:30, 7 o'clock Monday morning, and we stayed up all night sorting through things and and all the stuff that he requested to be signed. He did it that night. We got it all done, got it set up so we could start shipping it out on Monday. But if you have stuff that you want to have signed by Scott, we will stay. We will get it done. We will get all of those things out, and we will stay up all night if we have to. Obviously, that was a long day for me. I think I got at the store around 8 o'clock on Sunday morning, and I didn't leave until Monday morning around 6:30, something like that. I know that, like I said, the sun was up, and but we stayed there all night, and we got it done. And we'll do that again tonight. I mean, this year, if we need to, which we probably will. I anticipate that happening. So everything's pretty much set. Now we won't have a auction. I won't be doing a brick break next week because that's Thursday night. And that's when the Rock Cup starts. So I won't have anything. We won't do this for 2 weeks, but do participate if you can on Friday night. I will be posting things throughout the week and over the weekend for the singles. And it looks like the auction just ended, so that's pretty good timing because I think I've talked myself out of things to talk about, or at least that I can think of. You guys have any questions about the Cup? Any questions about prizing, auction, rock, anything at all, ask me now and I'll try to answer you. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and start cracking this case so we can find out what everybody's got. Oh, we also got a set of bounty. I think I'm going to go back to what we did the very first week, and I'm going to pick Super Rare Vulture because I haven't seen one yet. Well, I mean, I haven't seen one that we broke here. And so if anybody in their booster brick pulls Super Rare Vulture, that will be the new bounty. Now, you guys know, if you've been following this and been buying it, the first bounty we had really piled up. Nobody hit on, here's 2 bricks. We're going to call this brick 2. One I just took out. We're going to call this one brick 1. That's the one I'm going to open. And it's going to be starting from the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on down. Here's the first bounty. It's a legacy card. I hope that whoever wins this, I hope that it's a Carnage if that's what you want. Value-wise, that's what you should want. But I hope you get a Carnage card. Could be one in there. So anyway, like I was saying on the bounty, is that we didn't pull it to, I think, the third week, at the very end of the third week, and we had I don't know, I think 4 unopened legacy cards. Then I threw in a bunch of legacy cards. I threw in some super rares. Anytime that I open a brick, whatever legacy card is there is going to be that's going to be the bounty. I'm always capable of throwing something in just because I feel like throwing something in. Never know. I've got all kinds of things that I can do that with. Anything from actual clicks to, I got more legacy cards here, and I think I'm probably going to throw something in right now to get us started with the legacy card. And I think whatever this back one is, and I have no idea. All right, so we got a Mole Man. So a Mole Man with a legacy card, unopened, will be our first bounty. To win that, you have to, when the booster comes up, you have to pull a super rare vulture. All right, cool, man. You coming up? So Cliff Jumper says, my first time going, and super excited for Thursday night. What is the booster composition? Is it the same for all teams? The answer to that is I have a lot of different boosters. I'm letting Scott Crampton choose. I've also got some bricks, and it should be very close. What I'm hoping, I believe I'm pretty sure I know I have enough, and what I'm wanting to do is 6 unique boosters. That's my plan, unless I don't have enough, because we don't know how many people's going to be there. But I've got 6 older boosters. Like I'm looking over there right now, and I see Slosh, Slosh wasn't everybody's favorite set, but if you played Slosh, it's got some very powerful pieces in there. I see some Superman, Wonder Woman. I see some. I see some Amazing Spider-Man. I see Trinity Wars. I see what the heck is that? Chaos Wars. There's a mixture of stuff, and then I've also got a ton of Nick Fury. I've got War of Light. I got Incredible Hulk. I got a lot of older stuff, and so what we'll do is we'll put those out, and you'll get to pick like one of each of the 6, or as close to it as possible, and then you'll take those 6 boosters, and with your teammates, you'll make 3 teams. So I also got some just to throw it out there. It's not all carded. I also have some. Oh heck, what is it? I think is it Cosmic Justice or oh, I can't even remember what the set's called. I got it pictured in my head. Collateral Damage. I got Collateral Damage, so I got that also. All right, so here, is it possible to hold for pickup instead of shipping out since I'll be there next week? Yeah, you're talking about for tonight. You sure can. You'll. What I think would work the best, if this is okay with you, if anybody, if you is go ahead and pay for it, and send me a message, and you'll pay shipping charges. But what I can do, if it's okay with you, is I can take those shipping charges and give you back store credit, so you got some spending money to apply towards whatever you want to there. Food, it doesn't matter. I just make an account for you, and if it's $4 or something like that, then you've got $4 of store credit. Now, if not, I don't mind also if you want to do it the other way around, is you just pay me when you get there, and that's not a problem either. But message me if you want something like that done. I can do it however you want. We're very flexible. All right, so let's open up some bricks or some boosters. So here's number 1. Now, so far, the best booster has been number 3. I know for the first 2 weeks, every daggum chase or prime we pulled was in booster number 3. And I don't know why that was, but it happened. Or not booster 3. Yeah, booster 3 for each brick. All right, so here we go. All right. I've got a rare, some commons, and some uncommons. And we also have trying to remember what. Oh, this guy's going to go to Mysterio. So you got a Mysterio. So as far as rares go, I think Mysterio is a pretty good rare, and I believe this goes with him, or could go. So you also got Billy Clubs. That's right. They didn't in this set. They didn't make the objects go necessarily with the figure. Keep forgetting that, it throws me off. That's all right. So Mysterio, Billy Clubs, not terrible. Number 2. All right. Number 2, I got a rare, and I've got a super rare. Is that that's a chase, isn't it? Yep, Captain Gwen America. So we got right off the bat, chase, number 2. So no number 3 booster this time. So we did get we do have Captain Gwen America. So congratulations to whoever had this. You got a rare and an uncommon and a couple commons also to go with it. But we did, and that's not a bad rare either. So anyway, Captain Gwen America, congratulations. That kind of took all the suspense out right away, didn't it? Now we're looking for a Vulture. Well, we can still get a prime in here too. I've been seeing a lot of sets that that had both in there. All right, so here's number 3. This was supposed to be the chase by past data. Okay, this is pretty good too. So we got a super rare. Super rare is a really good super rare. Got a uncommon, and I've got a good rare. So in this one, we got Doctor Strange rare, which is good, and we got Iron Spider. That's a good pull. I don't think I'd have a problem at all pulling that in a seal. That's good. So number 3 at least is holding its value. No chase, but that's still a good booster. Number 4. Madam Web from this set. I figured other people looking for Madam Web. I've got some people at the store wanting Madam Web. All right, number 4. Okay. We got 2 commons, 2 uncommons, and a rare. The rare is not bad. It's Symbiote. Other pieces aren't bad either, support pieces. Alright, so that was number 4. Number 5. Now, you know, you guys, when you win something good, you're supposed to speak up and say, hell yeah, or something. I mean, I can start do what is it that they do on Whatnot? Let's go. I can start doing let's go. All right, number 5. Let's see what we got. No, I think this is going to be a super rare. Yep, got a super rare Goblin. Not bad. Green Goblin. All you need is some pumpkin bombs with him and you're good. And we got with him a couple commons, couple uncommons. This booster's not so bad. This will be a good, I wouldn't mind having this brick at all. And I haven't even seen the rest of it yet. But it's been good enough so far that I'd have been happy. All right, let's go to number 6. So what booster you got, X39? Which one did you win? Which one of these boosters are yours? So I know to pull for a Madam Web when I open it up. All right, so here we go, number 6. Okay. Got 2 wrapped up in this one. So we got another super rare. This time we got Hobgoblin. We're on a streak. And we got an object also. And a couple commons and a couple uncommons. So we got Shock Gauntlets in this one. Number 6. All right, that was 6. So now we're going to 7. What's everybody else want? Talk to me. All right, 7. Still no Vulture. All right. So this one we got commons, common, uncommon, common, and a rare. Your rare, your best one in here is Electro. Let's do number 8. Oh, the best barbecue in Huntsville? It's probably downtown or on University Drive. Dreamland's real good. And Moe's downtown is real good. I just ate at Moe's the other day. Jim and Nick's is good also. All right, so here we go. I like Jim and Nick's a lot. Depends on what you want. Like ribs and stuff, I'd probably go to Dreamland. Atmosphere and everything, I'd probably go to Moe's downtown, but their barbecue's real good and they got good mixed drinks. All right, so this one we got common, uncommon, common, one rare. Your rare is Morpheus. Or, yeah, not Morpheus. Is it Morpheus? Yeah. Morbius. Almost had it right. I knew that wasn't sounding right off my tongue. All right, so here we go. That's 8. All right, going to number 9. A lot of people like Bob Gibbons. That's not really my favorite place. It's supposed to be. It's rated the #1 barbecue in the state, but now the reason it's rated is because it's where they created white sauce. So if you don't like white sauce, that's not really where you want to go. But I like them, but it's not my favorite. All right, so we got rare, uncommon, common, and common. Your rare is Craven. All right, one more left in here, and we'll move on to the next brick. So, if I pull a Carnage Super out of here, I might just click everything off and keep it. You might never get it. Just saying. I've only pulled one out of nearly 100 bricks. The very first brick we pulled had a Surfer Carnage in it. I ain't seen one since. All right, number 10. Rare, uncommon, common, uncommon, common. So your rare is Punisher. Punisher's not bad in this set. I think he's pretty good in his seals. All right, still no Vulture. So we're going to the next one. Next brick. Adding to the bounty. Another legacy card. So we got 2 legacy cards unopened from this set. 1 legacy card opened, the Mole Man. Everybody wanted this legacy card for a little while because of what it does with the Mole Man, with the monsters. And let's throw something else in there just cause. What feels right? Let's throw a Deathstroke in there. So we'll add a Deathstroke from Flash into the pile. That's Pirate Deathstroke. Arrgh. All right, let's open this one up. Try Moe's. Moe's is, you can eat indoor, outdoor. They got a little bar that sits on the sidewalk, and you can sit out there and whatever. And the atmosphere inside is real good. Good food. I recommend it. Like I said, it's if you're looking for atmosphere, go to Moe's. If you want ribs, go to Dreamland. Now the Dreamland here is not as good as the Dreamland in Tuscaloosa. But it's still good, in my opinion. All right, so here we go. Number 1. Good luck, everybody. Now, for the record, if you come in Thursday night, we are serving barbecue sliders at the cafe, which are pretty darn good. All right, so number one, we got rare, uncommon, common, and common. And we do have an object, and that's the boomerangs. So you did get an object there, so that makes that a little bit better. Your rare in here was Daredevil. Do you guys like the objects just to be stand on their own like they do, or did you like it better when they came with a figure that it really was meant for? And this actually is booster number 11. I don't know why I'm calling it number 1. So we go to 11, now to 12. Oh my. What do we have here? You know, I saw that at first. You know what I thought that was? I didn't look at it real good. First, I thought I had Surfer on my mind, and I thought it was Surfer, but no, it is a super rare, and it's a good super rare. So we got Carnage, and then we got some commons and uncommons to go with it, but that's actually got a rare in there also, so that's pretty good. Daredevil is a rare, but you got Carnage. It's not a bad pool. It's number 12. Now we're going to what would be number 3 out of here. So we're in number 13. So again, this has been the hot spot. It's pulled up more stuff than anything. So let's see what happens. Yeah, it's just a senior Carnage. When I first saw it, I thought it was the Surfer Carnage because I saw the color. And I was just talking about it, so like I said, it was on my mind. All right, what do we got here? All right. Looks like we've got off the booster number 3 phase, and that's not the good boosters anymore. But we have a uncommon, common, and a rare. Your rare is Beetle. Still waiting for the. One of the reasons I picked Vulture is because everybody was complaining about how many vultures there were out there and blah blah blah. I'm saying, well, we pulled a vulture that will if that's the brick that everybody was kind of complaining about, so maybe we pull a vulture and they win the bounty on it to make the brick a little bit better. So anyway, here we go, number 14. What do we got here? Got a rare, uncommon, common, uncommon, and what is this? This looks like something decent. Gotta get it out of the bag. And we have the Iron Gwen. So there you go. We got that's our next one. Maybe if I would have went the other way around, that would have been booster 3, and we could have said, hey, booster 3 is the one to go. All right. So Iron Gwen, good pull. So there was a lot of chatter, like I said, about the boosters that had the Vulture in it. What was the bad thing about that? What else was in there with that Vulture? All right, here we go. Rare, uncommon, common. Looks like we got a Punisher as your rare. Yeah, there should be a prime in here somewhere. Good prime, hopefully. $15, $16. Let's see what we got. All right. Common, uncommon, common, and your rare is Kraven. That looks familiar. I think we had that almost that same booster in the first brick. So that was number 16. Got 4 left. So we should be pulling a prime soon. It would be very disappointing if we don't pull a prime. I also wouldn't mind pulling. I want to see the vulture. Dang it! I don't like it when I set up a bounty and we don't pull the figure. Bugs me. All right, here is 17. Come on, something good, something good. Okay, we got a rare and an uncommon, uncommon, and a common. All right, starting to get tense. We've only got 3 boosters left. If you got one of the 3, I think you have pretty good odds of getting that prime. So let's see. Here we go. Here goes number 18. Nice Iron Spider. Okay. Still no prime. Common, uncommon, common, common, and the rare is Morbius. That also looks familiar. There we go. All right, 19. %50 chance here, I think, should be a 50% chance of getting a prime. Oh, we got a super rare. We got a super rare. Our super rare is Spider-Man himself. Uncommon, common, rare, and uncommon. It's a lot of Spider-Man. You got 3 Spider-Man in here, and then some people for Spider-Man to beat up on. 3. That's almost a pure Spider-Man booster. Okay, if we're all right and distribution was correct, that's supposed to be a prime, right? Supposed to be. Can you hold up the last 2 boosters? Just the last 2? You're talking about which number 19 and 18? Is that the ones you're wanting to see? Yes, no, no, yes. Well, that's 19. Maybe you meant 19 and 20. So this next one will be 20. Keep forgetting there's a pause between when I speak and when y'all see it. Yeah, so I held up 19. We saw that real good. So this is 20. This is supposed to, well, that could very well be the prime, right? No? Oh my gosh, we've been robbed, guys. No prime. We do have another super rare. The super rare is Madam Web. Who wanted the Madam Web? And of course, then we got a Kingpin. So, Madam Web. Who wanted the Madam Web? Is this in yours? You're supposed to say, hell yeah, if it is. Or you need to do some trading to somebody that's got this. It's a good opportunity to talk to whoever won this and say, hey man, I want that Madam Web. All right, that's all of them for tonight. I have no clue what I will be doing in 2 weeks as far as what I'm opening. I've got, if I have Spider-Man left over, which is a reasonable possibility because I got like 40 bricks heading to me, and we pulled oh man, what was it? It was both Gwen. I know we pulled I don't remember which one they were, but they were Gwen. Yeah, you wanted. Were you who said that you wanted the? Did you were you wanted Madam Web? Who was it that said they wanted Madam Web earlier? And it's still we got a bounty. Still no Vulture. Iron Gwen and Captain Gwen America. That's right. I knew they were Gwen, but I don't remember which ones. No, it was not Prime Kingpin. It was regular Kingpin. They had the super rare in there was Madam Web. No, we pulled no. We pulled. Yeah, you need number 20 booster. You should. Who won number 20? Anybody know? Anybody here who won 20? You won 20? X39. Did you win? Was 20 the 20th booster yours? Yeah, I can do that. Here, I'll take Kingpin out so you can see that. So Kingpin, he goes there. There you go. You want it? Cool. X39 said he'd give you $200 for it. All right. All right, guys. Hope you guys had fun. You guys have any questions before I go? 200 francs. You're welcome. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself again. We'll do this in 2 weeks. Please join our auction next Friday when we'll be doing the big one. There's going to be lots and lots of good stuff. I'll give you some clues on some of the stuff. Maybe there might be Avengers 60th in the auction. There might be all of the new convention exclusives in the auction. There might be some Scott Porter signed figures in the auction. There might be some of the new maps in the auction that are some of the variants. Some double-sided maps in the auction. You guys are welcome. All kinds of stuff. I know that there's some tumblers that are going to be in the auction. Anyway, there's all kinds of stuff. I know one of the things that Scott's given away, which is really, 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 really neat, is you can bid on winning when he does his previews of the set. You can bid on winning everything that he previews. So that's a real neat thing. I know that's going to be in there. That's going to be up within 2 days. You're going to be able to see the stuff that we've got on the Huntington's website, which you can get to through Rock page. If you don't know what that is, it's play-rock.com. That's the easiest way to remember. It's play-rock.com. That takes you to the Rock Facebook page. And on that page, click the tabs at the top. I am doing some updates. There's going to be stuff in the store to buy soon. You're going to be able to buy the Battle Royals real soon and set those up. But t-shirts and maps, all that's going to be loaded very, very, very soon. You can also click the tabs at the top. If you go to our toolbox, you can find links to the legal maps, everything from legal maps to going to get your build sheet there. You also got a podcast section where we list all the podcasts, all the streamers, and you can click there and go listen to them and join those groups. We do have a tab for maps. We have a tab that takes you straight to the Huntington's website. Just play around on the page. Like I said, give me a day or two, and there'll be a lot more updates that's on that page and things that you can buy. So anyway, without further ado, I've enjoyed it, guys. I'll be putting 1 or 2 items up for auction tomorrow that you can look at and buy. Without that, we'll call it a night, and we'll see you guys again in 2 weeks on this stream, and I'll see you in 8 days with Scott Porter, streaming live from Lucky Dice Cafe, doing the Hall of Fame and the Oxit, and can't wait. It's going to be a blast. If you're not live, tune in. If you are live, you'll be sitting right in the room with us while we're doing the stream. So good night, everybody.